After a group obtained the necessary petition signatures, and after his boss donated $2 million of his own personal money, Phil organized and led a successful statewide campaign to recall Governor Gray Davis. This was the first ever successful recall in the state of California, and believe it or not, it's only the second time in the history of the United States of America where a sitting governor was recalled. The other one happened in 1921. Phil is also a businessman. He is a co-owner with his wife Julie of a public affairs and political fundraising firm. His campaign for assembly is being co-chaired by Congressman Darrell Issa and our good friend, former State Senator Ray Haynes, who's with us today. Phil's main focus in the legislature will be restoring California's business climate, building much-needed water and transportation infrastructure, and reforming the public education system. We live in unprecedented times here in the state of California. Spending is out of control. The budget is out of control. And bloated state departments like the DMV, Franchise Tax Board, and the State Controller's Office have actually grown in size during this recession. All of this at a time when businesses in the state have contracted, downsized, filed bankruptcy, and hundreds of thousands of jobs have fled California for more business-friendly states such as Nevada, Arizona, Texas, and Florida. We need someone in Sacramento who can represent us. We need someone who can fight for the taxpayer. We need someone who is pro-business, someone that can help begin to restore the world's 8th largest economy on the planet, that is the state of California. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you my friend, your tax fighter, your deregulator, and your next pro-business assemblyman, Bill Pauling.
Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming today. Just to see a room full of good conservatives here on a Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Tickles my heart. So thank you for coming. Before I get into what I want to say real quickly, and before we introduce our main speaker, former Senator Ray Haynes, well, a couple of introductions. One, I do serve on the Eastern Municipal Water Board of Directors. If you're having coffee or water right now, you're drinking our water. And we have, I want to introduce Chris Kugler here, who is a fellow director and kind of he's the guy that keeps our rates low. He's kind of the financial genius on the board at Eastern. So Joe, raise your hand over there. And a couple other people I want to introduce. Sitting on the back table here, my wife Julie, who is my partner in all sorts of things like this. My two sons, Miller and Hudson, sitting over there. I'm glad to one of these there to keep kids on there. Anyway, again, thank you for coming, and I'm going to tell you why I'm running for the state legislature. Obviously, as Scott mentioned, our state has a lot of problems. We have gone, in my lifetime as a native Californian, we have gone from becoming a state where we have the greatest water systems, the greatest road systems. We have 2 wonderful statewide university systems that we have built. And this is a great place to live. And it's still a great place to live. You look outside, it's February, and having spent some time on the East Coast in my life, I can tell you, even though it's a little cold out this morning, it's going to warm up to 60 or 70 degrees today. And that doesn't happen in other parts of the country. We have a beautiful state, beautiful natural resources, but in the last decade or so, our state, both with Republicans and Democrats in charge, is in trouble. It's become a financial mess. Let me give you a great example of where common sense needs to come back to what we do in California. If you don't know it right now, we are spending $100 billion, with a B, $1 billion to build a high-speed train that goes from northern to southern California. And I got to tell you, I look at that and think, okay, I have a way of getting from northern to southern California